Michael Jordan didn't become a billionaire because of basketball. He became a billionaire because of one contract, a contract he didn't even want in the first place. This is the story of the most profitable endorsement deal in sports history. In 1984, Jordan wasn't Air Jordan. He wasn't a global icon, a cultural force, or a marketing machine. He was a rookie, 21 years old, hopeful, talented, but unproven in the NBA. And every major shoe brand saw him that way. Adidas said they weren't interested. Converse told him they already had Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. So Jordan was left with Nike, a running shoe company struggling to find momentum. And the hardest part? Jordan didn't even want Nike. He wanted Adidas so badly that he refused to meet with Nike until his parents forced him to get on the plane. Nike knew they had one shot. So instead of offering Jordan a standard athlete deal, they offered something completely different. They offered him his own line, his own brand, a sneaker with his name, his style, his identity. This was unheard of in 1984. Brands didn't give rookies signature shoes. They saved that for legends, not newcomers. But Nike saw something most people didn't. Jordan didn't just play well. He moved differently. He played with style, confidence, charisma. He had the potential to be bigger than basketball. Nike offered him $500,000 a year for 5 years, more than double what most stars made at the time, plus stock options, plus creative input, plus the freedom to build a brand around him. Jordan still wasn't convinced, so Nike played their final card, a film-style presentation showing the future of Air Jordan, how he could become the face of a global movement, not just an athlete, a symbol. Jordan walked out of that room hooked. But there was one massive problem. The NBA hated the shoes. League rules required footwear to be mostly white. Jordan's bread colorway was black and red, so bold that the NBA banned them instantly. Every game he wore them, Jordan was fined $5,000. Nike's reaction? Perfect! Keep wearing them. And Nike paid every fine. Why? Because controversy is marketing. The headline, banned by the NBA, became the greatest sneaker commercial ever. A rebellion, a cultural moment, a brand identity built around breaking the rules. Nike predicted Air Jordan would make $3 million in its first year. They were wrong. It made $126 million in 12 months. This wasn't a product launch. It was a cultural eruption. Kids wanted to be like Mike. Sneakers became identity pieces. Athletes became brands. And Jordan became the blueprint for modern endorsement deals. Today, the Jordan brand generates over $5 billion per year, and Jordan personally earns around $150 million annually, more than he earned in 15 seasons of NBA basketball combined. This wasn't a story about shoes. It was a story about narrative. Nike didn't sell sneakers. They sold a myth, a feeling, a piece of greatness people could wear on their feet. The real power wasn't in the product. It was in the story attached to it. The biggest opportunities don't always come from the deals you chase. Sometimes they come from the ones you almost walk away from. Jordan didn't choose Nike. Nike chose Jordan, and together they created a billion-dollar empire by betting on potential, not certainty. Here's how one rookie deal turned into a multi-billion-dollar empire. Nike's original deal was $500,000 per year for 5 years. First-year Air Jordan sales, $126 million. Current annual Jordan brand revenue, $5+ billion. Total revenue generated for Nike since launch, over $30 billion. Jordan's personal earnings from the brand, $150 to $170 million per year and over $1.8 billion total. ROI? A $500,000 contract turned into one of the most profitable partnerships in sports and business history. If you want more stories of billion-dollar decisions and the strategic moves behind the world's biggest empires, hit follow. You're in the right place.